The following program contains violence, disturbing imagery, nudity, and, oh my God, why are you even watching this? Just run away. This shit is going to give you nightmares.
Recorded live at the Jerrad Show studios in Tampa, Florida. It's another episode of the Jerrad Show. And now, here's your host, Jerrad Suarez.
That's right, I'm back again for another episode of the Jerrad Show. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Tuesday, November 28th, the year 2017. You know what Tuesday means here on the Jerrad Show? It means what's trending Tuesday. And we'll get to that in a little bit. I really enjoyed having the guest on yesterday. yesterday, the double podcast, the podcast double header. It was fun. It was good catching up with Daniel. If you didn't listen to last night's episode, go to JerradShow.com and listen to those right now. Before you listen to this episode, go back and listen to those. Those were some pretty good podcasts. This one, it's up in the air. I don't really know how this one's going to go. I'm trying to bring out the staple of Tuesdays with the Jerrad Show. And, what's trending Tuesdays is a fun bit for me. I enjoy learning a little bit about what's going on and giving my opinion. Most of the time, I don't really give a shit about this, so we'll see how things go tonight. I haven't looked at the trending tab in Facebook. If you look on the side of your Facebook when you log in, there's a bunch of little news stories, and those news stories is what we're gonna pull from those tonight. And just like we've done 2 weeks in a row, and I've enjoyed it, so we'll try it again. Yesterday on the show, we had 2 shows yesterday, and both of them had guests on them. I got a little bit of feedback, and I appreciate the people that did give me some feedback on those episodes. I know that this podcast, the way that it's going here, it's sometimes I can, go off topic or whatever, but I like doing it by myself. I do. I want to get better at this, and the only way you can do it is by getting in there and jumping in there and doing a podcast by yourself. So I enjoyed having other people on, and I'm glad people liked it. And I'll try to have more guests on in the future. But sometimes it's just going to be me. It's going to be me chilling here. I'm just going to be talking, be ranting the entire episode. And that's it. No playing awesome songs throughout the whole episode like last week. That was a lot of fun. Last week I played a bunch of Jerrad Show jams and pretended I was a disc jockey and tried to, talk up a song before it started, before the beat dropped. And it wasn't that easy. The radio guys actually do have a skill where they can talk up a song and just nail the post, as they would say. Another thing that I need to talk about is getting a new fucking windscreen or something. Every time I say a P word or something and I'm close enough to the mic where I'm like, you hear that pop? That hurts. That hurts people's ears, okay? So I need to get one of these windscreen things. I've never really used one because I just usually turn the gain up really loud on a microphone when I was recording. But that sounds like shit. It really does. You can hear everything, like every little creak and squeak in the background. It's annoying. So I like to turn it down to this level, and I think that this sounds really nice. See, tonight I approach this podcast like I approached the podcast last night. I didn't really write anything down last night. I knew what I was that if I have guests, then it's a little bit easier for me to just come up with things on the spot because I can think of things while I'm getting a question answered, but shit, man, when I'm doing it by myself, sometimes I just get these, thoughts in my head that this could be a little bit more entertaining. I could be doing some sort of magic show or something on the podcast, or maybe a bit like a What's Trending Tuesday. I need to get some music for What's Trending Tuesday, shouldn't I? Let's see if I got something that I could put on. I'm having some sinus issues tonight. I got into a sneezing fit after dinner where I couldn't stop sneezing. Let's see if I've got any music here. We can put this on, maybe turn it down a little bit. Okay, so the What's Trending tab. I think it's going to be a little bit longer than 5 minutes, the What's Trending tab. But I can deal with this. Let's log into Facebook. Haven't been on in a while. Okay. So I got some notifications. Don't really care about those. Let's see. Let's start off tonight with a story out of New London, New Hampshire. A doctor who won't use a computer loses her license to practice medicine. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, so it's this old lady in New Hampshire will not use a computer. I mean, it looks like she's in the late 80s, maybe early 90s. She is old as shit. Her name's Anna Kopka. And let's see what the story says. We'll go to CNN.com for this one. So it says Anna Konopka. That's a weird Greek name, and I can't pronounce it. Anna, a doctor in New London, New Hampshire, refuses to practice what she calls electronic medicine. She doesn't know how to use a computer, and she handwrites her patients' records and keeps them in filing cabinets. What the fuck? It's 2017. Why? Because, quote, because electronic medicine is for the system, not for the patients. She's 84 years old, and she's originally from Poland. Man, that is crazy. I'm glad she's not my doctor, because I would never go see a doctor like that. Are you kidding me? You got all my records in the fucking filing cabinet where somebody could just break in and fucking take that shit? Oh, but I lock it. No, yeah, okay. That's... Moving right along. FEMA. FEMA is in the number 2 spot right now. It says Puerto Rico urgently needed tarps delayed by failed $30 million FEMA contract. Wow. So, let's go to this story from The Guardian. It says FEMA paid a newly created Florida company for tarps to help thousands of people left homeless after Hurricane Maria, but the company couldn't deliver. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, that's a big F up. Bronze Star LLC never delivered those urgently needed supplies, which even months later remain in demand by hurricane victims on the island. Wow. That is very sad. Thousands of Puerto Ricans remain homeless, and many complain that the federal government is taking too long to install the tarps. U.S. territory has been hit by severe rainstorms in the recent weeks, and it's caused some serious flooding down there too. Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of what you're expecting though. If you live in Puerto Rico, if you live on that island, you know that you're going to get hit by hurricanes. I mean, we're ready for it in Florida, but the problem is that the United States government isn't stepping up and taking care of their territory, and that is sad. I mean, those are our people down there. Those are Americans. As much as you want to call them Puerto Ricans, and as much as they keep their pride, and maybe some white people find that annoying, but you know, if your country becomes a United States territory, I think that you would definitely want to hold on to some sense of your culture and pride, and you know, continue on as a proud Boricua or Boricua. So, yeah, that's the number 3, Puerto Rico. They need some tarps, people. Send them on down. Let's see what else we got here. Mac OS High Sierra. Uh-oh, that's not good. Hopefully, there's nothing wrong with that, because that's what I use. Anyone can hack Mac OS High Sierra just by typing root. Oh, okay. So in Apple's desktop operating system, it gives anyone deep access with no password required. This is some Turkish hackers found this flaw. This is from Wired.com. Anyone can hack Mac OS High Sierra by just typing root. So that's cool. I mean, I guess that means that you can install third-party programs and stuff like that. But you know, I've played hell trying to get things loaded up onto this computer because they're so locked down, It's pretty ridiculous. So that's pretty cool. That's cool news if you use Mac OS High Sierra, like I do. That means you'll have a little bit of an easier time installing those illegal programs. Moving right along. This is going to be fun. This is the part that you tuned in for, because this is a very, very Middle Eastern name. I'm going to try to pronounce it, but I guarantee you I'm going to butcher it. Ahmed Abu Khattala. Oh, that's not actually as hard as it looks. Okay. Ahmed Abu Khattala is in the news, and it says MSN.com says jury acquits suspected Libyan militant of most serious charges in the Benghazi attack trial. Wow. So this guy's getting off scot-free. The jury acquits suspected Libyan militant of most serious charges in Benghazi attack trial. This is a developing story, so I guess I got to check back for updates. So he was acquitted. I don't even really know who the fuck it is, but I guess he was a really badass guy who killed some Americans in, not badass, but bad, and then an ass. Not together, though. Bad ass guy, not badass. Probably killed some Americans in that attack in Benghazi, which was pretty fucked up. Moving right along to some more happier news. It says Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That sounds interesting, right? Something a little bit more happier, right? This says judge backs Trump administration in fight to control CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. This is coming from Fox Business, and let's see what they got to say about this. Federal judge on Tuesday sided with the White House in a battle over control of the CFPB, saying he wouldn't stop the Trump administration from running the agency. An Obama-era official, Leandra English, had sought to derail the administration's assertion of control of the agency. The court will deny the request, quoted by Judge Timothy J. Kelly of the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, and he said that from the bench. So, yeah, that bitch can go fuck herself. I don't understand how people can, like, it's really ridiculous the amount of hatred that people have for this guy who's our fucking president. It's insane that they're willing to go to the lengths to ruin the fucking country while he's under office. This is just a game that they play in politics. That's why I try to stay away from it. Moving along, New York Giants. Let's get this music back going. New York Giants. Looks like something to do with Eli Manning. They benched Eli Manning to start Geno Smith against the Raiders. Wow. So 210 consecutive games started. Second only to Brett Favre, and it's come to an end. Wow. We've got people chiming in here. Garcia says, what in the entire fuck is happening? I don't watch my Giants for one bloody season, and all types of horse shit is transpiring. So this is what McAdoo decides to do? Seriously? Send Geno back to the Jets. We don't want him. Send Kaepernick or leave Eli and get a better offensive line. Really? Colin Kaepernick? I mean, yeah, he is pretty good. He is pretty good football player, right? That's why. What team does he play for? What team does Colin Kaepernick play for? Huh. Moving right along. Oh wow! See the trending tab is already changed. This is how fast it moves. We've got more stories going on here. This looks like it's breaking news. I'm doing this about 9:45 p.m. on Tuesday, November 28th. And reading this right now from CNBC reports about an hour ago, that the digital currency Bitcoin has surpassed $10,000 for the first time. That is fucking ridiculous. Like, I remember when I first heard about Bitcoin, and it was like $65 a Bitcoin. Now they're $10,000? Holy fucking shit. Man, if I would have only invested in that shit. Wow. $10,000 for something that was $65 10 years ago or something like that. It's okay. It started in 2010, and it started at 6 cents. People, these things were holy fucking shit. This is insane. This is crazy. Well, good for you guys who invested in Bitcoin. $10,000 is a lot of money for something that has grown. That's amazing. That's really amazing. My mind is blown. We got more sports news. Jimmy Garoppolo. He looks like he's going to start over CJ Beathard. See, I don't... Is it actually Beat Hard? Beat Hard? Like on a drum? I beat hard on a drum? I bet it is. CJ Beat Hard? That's a badass name, actually, if it is. So in Week 13 versus the Bears, looks like the San Francisco 49ers are going to see what Garoppolo's all about. And they're going to start him. Don't really care about football. Football can go fuck itself. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are obviously my team since I was a young boy. And they played a game that was so bad this year, it made me want to never watch football again. But you know, I'm still a fan of Tampa Bay. I'm glad we have a football team, and even if they play like fucking high school team. Moving along, the White House is in the trending tab for some reason. Let's see. The White House's first Trump Christmas. Trump family is getting ready to celebrate its first Christmas in the White House, but how exactly is First Lady Melania Trump putting... Wait, it's loading. It's loading. Oh, man, it's a video. I don't want to watch some fucking video. Okay, so I guess Melania Trump is putting on the decorations around... Oh, wow. There's actually a video here. And, wow, yeah, it looks really beautiful. Oh, here we go. This is my favorite part. Anytime Trump is in the news, in the trending tab, it's always great to go look down and see what these people are ranting about. Here we go. Noella M. She says, not trying to pile on, but the White House Christmas decorations are extremely pedestrian and somehow seem overdone and underdone. So they seem both overdone and underdone. Where are the creepy dolls? Where are the overworked themes for each room? And that is the most boring-looking gingerbread White House ever. Melania's got to step it up. There is not one creepy figurine in this video. What is this bitch? Is she fucking confused with the holidays? This is not Halloween, bitch. There's not supposed to be creepy dolls and shit. I mean, I guess in your house, your grandma likes, you know, fucking little white porcelain dolls of people. It's weird. Fucking creepy ass dolls for Christmas. That's what Christmas is to you? Creepy dolls? Noella M, you weirdo. Alright, we're moving along. Wow, this thing is really just moving around all over the place. This is the final one. This one is actually titled, the trending title is Donald Trump. It says a quote, it says, "I don't see a deal with Democrats on keeping government open." So it looks like they're going to try and shut shit down. Which is terrible. I mean, Yeah, that's exactly what they're talking about doing, a shutdown of the government. Which, what the fuck, man? Like I said earlier, these people are just, they're trying as much as they can because they don't like this guy personally. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That they're going to shut down the government because of this. Let's see what the people are saying. Walter B. says, good, in capital letters. And as they leave Washington after it shuts down, make sure the doors to all the government buildings are sealed shut, that all salaries are ended, that Washington as a whole has a fence built around it, and that not one, that's in capitals, this is all in capitals, not one ever again is allowed in, because he's yelling, because that's what the capitals means. We all need a very long break away from having anyone lead us, in quotes. We have only been led to war, led to bankruptcy, led to joblessness, led to crumbling infrastructure, led to lies, led to international ridicule, led to outsourcing, led to illiteracy, led to dumb down America, etc. Aren't you tired of being led? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Hashtag tired of being led astray. Okay, so this guy's going off on the government, which is pretty fucking funny. I thought it was going to be a hater. Okay, this lady looks like she might be a hater. Should have shut it down to shut his shit down. What? Hashtag should have shut his shit show down in January. Bitch, learn how to use hashtags. That's what the fuck. Nobody else is typing that shit out. That's what a hashtag is for. It's to group everybody who's talking about the same thing together. You obviously don't know how to fucking use bankruptcy president. That's a little bit better. I'm sure there might be a few people that have used that on Facebook, but should have shut his shit down. Hashtag should have shut his shit show down in January. Not only is that an incorrect use of a hashtag, but it's fucking ridiculous to try to read when there's no spaces in between it. You dumb bitch. Okay, I can already tell I'm going to hate this lady. The trouble with Trump's inability to see a deal is that Republicans cannot pass a federal spending bill without Democratic votes in the Senate, where a 60-vote majority will be needed to move the bill forward. This sounds like she copied and fucking pasted. Okay. That's enough of you, Lindsay B. I don't know any of these people. These aren't my friends that are saying this. Yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous. But I'd say that's a successful What's Trending Tuesday. Learned about a lot of things that are going on in the news here. And that's the aim of the game for What's Trending Tuesday. Trying to figure out what's going on. And, tell you how stupid fucking people are that actually comment on this shit. Let's lose the rockin' music. It was good. Thank you, Family Jewels, for providing the music for What's Trending Tuesday. The impromptu music that I thought maybe it should be having a little bit of background behind it. Maybe that would help the flow of the What's Trending Tuesday, and I think it did. So that's going to be about it for tonight. I did want to say that later on in the week, I'm trying to get a very special guest on the show, and hopefully you'll tune in, and hopefully that'll come through to fruition. But if not, I'll still be here with the regular Jerrad Show, regular Ode. I said Ode instead of old, man. I love people that say that. He's 17 years old. Like Kathy Bates in American Horror Story. Anyways, thanks for listening to another episode of the Jerrad Show. You guys are troopers. Every one of you that listens to this show, it warms my icy heart. And I really appreciate you listening to the show, checking it out on the Facebook. If you don't go to the Facebook, you should do that now. It's facebook.com/Jerrad Show. And YouTube is Jerrad Show. And you can just go to JerradShow.com and find everything. There's little buttons at the top. where you click it, and it directly links you right to my social media. And it also has a convenient little player where you can play every episode of The Jerrad Show that has been out. I think we're up to something like 55, 56 episodes. Still thinking about possibly doing something live in January for the 100 episode special. I think that if I can continue on like this, which I think I can. You know, I ate a full plate of Mexican food before I hopped on this thing. No problems. I had a little bit of headache when I started this thing. It went away. This is my ibuprofen podcasting. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.